Viewers like you make this program possible. Support your local PBS station.
Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. Cheers! It's just about family and food. Emergency!
The Biscuit Queen forgot flour.
We have lots of good Thanksgiving traditions. No pressure, your first tree golf tournament.
I'd love when everybody goes around and says what they're thankful for. Sarah will plan a speech.
I just want it to be perfect.
But you never know what you're gonna get.
I took my mom's best recipe and started selling handmade Southern biscuits. Now I'm balancing a family, a business, and biscuits every day.
Thank you so much.
I'm Carrie Morey, and this is how I roll.
My favorite side would definitely have to be like mashed potatoes with gravy, but the mashed potatoes have to be made from scratch, like mash your own potatoes and whip them with your own ingredients,
So my favorite would be a sweet potato casserole, but instead of doing the marshmallows, I do a caramelized pecans on top.
I love it.
I gotta have cranberry sauce and macaroni and cheese. And then I gotta have the collard greens in a bowl. Because I don't like for the juice to run over. I don't like my food to touch.
Sweet potato casserole. Stuffing, cranberry sauce, and probably macaroni and cheese on the same fork.
Oh wow, that's a game changer.
I am super excited about this week. Let the festivities begin. The first stop is heading out to Rockville to my Aunt Gail and Uncle Jimmy's. And this property has been a part of my dad's side of the family forever. You come out here and it's just about family and food and being together and enjoying the beauty of this land. I'm out here at Rockville today because Gail is going to teach me how to make her famous oyster pie, so I'm excited to learn.
Is it cold out there?
It's chilly. That means it's almost Thanksgiving.
I know.
I bought you some oysters.
Well, that's a very important part of this pie.
Carrie has asked me to show her how to make my mother's oyster pie. So I've been making it for years now since my mom's been gone, and I'm delighted to share that with Carrie.
This is a whole box of,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So you can't start looking at that. We've got work to do.
We'll do this while it's baking, but oh, I could have a field day with this.
Yeah,
This
you
reminds
could.
me of Memes.
This is what I go by.
This is what we're making today.
Yep.
This kitchen brings back lots of really good childhood memories.
Well, you came from the time you were born.
My Aunt Gail is a huge part of my life. I look up to her. When my parents got divorced when I was really young, she was always there for me. So she's like a second mom to me. Put me to work.
Okay. We want to crunch these up. What you're going to do is you're going to start with a layer
of the
crackers.
A base.
Yes.
A crust.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. Oysters are next. You'll put like about a third of those in there.
Yeah.
You can be pretty generous, I think, with the butter.
Always generous with the butter.
Mm-hmm. Salt and pepper.
All right. Repeat.
Repeat.
Okay, I can repeat. Now I can pass it down to my girls who are oyster obsessed. I've got the drained oysters and the oyster jus. Do you want to make that now?
I don't know that I've ever used a measuring cup with this.
I was gonna say, I'm impressed.
All right, so this is gonna go in there, and this is gonna go in with the half and half.
Okay.
Okay.
I love this little double whisk.
No,
What
no,
do we
no,
call
no,
this
no,
guy?
no, we have modern technology here. We're not going to use the whisk. Just needs to be kind of frothy.
Frothy.
Frothy. You got to pour it slowly because you don't want butter floating up to the top. You want it.
Okay, we want it to seep in.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, moment of truth. Should we say a little prayer that you set?
55 minutes.
55 minutes.
This is my mom's timer. The reason she had this so that she could put it around her neck and go to the dock.
So she could still cook and then have...
And still be at the party.
I love that. I love this. Thank you for sharing it with me.
Well, no better person to share that with, for sure.
This is how you get inspiration for cooking, you know? You just have to hear other people's stories and read other people's recipes. Oh wait, this says meatloaf and it says Carrie's.
That's your meatloaf.
No way!
Yeah, yeah.
I am so excited that I made it into the box. I'm honored.
Yeah, my mother would be very proud to have you in her box of recipes, for sure.
We should just cook the box.
Cook the box!
Cook the box!
How cool would that be?
Wouldn't it be fun?
Yes.
Heath potato chips.
It sounds
that
like
sounds
maybe
like salty sweet
Heath bar.
Heath bar over potato
Yeah.
chip.
Oh,
There's the timer. That's the oyster pie.
oyster's ready.
Continue this later and go check the pie.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Want to go for a swim?
That's a little chilly for a swim. I'm good. But the dogs swam this morning. Oh, it's looking good.
I think it's set.
And that was exactly 55 minutes.
Yes, it was. We should test it.
We should test it. Yes.
Yum. Okay.
All right, here goes.
But my first bite's got to have an oyster.
I agree. Here's to more oysters in our future.
Yeah.
This is gonna be perfect for Thanksgiving. So good.
Stuffing and dressing's not the same thing?
No. Don't we call it stuffing because you stuff it in the turkey?
You stuff it in the turkey. Yeah, I
That's
think
the
that's
stuffing concept of
Yes.
dressing out.
But dressing is what?
Stuffing is a completely different thing. And a lot of people get them misconstrued.
Stuffing is in the turkey and it's very moist, and then the dressing, you know, is in the pan is kind of like dry.
I thought it was the same thing.
No, it's not. Different places call it
Listen,
different things.
it's stuffing.
It's stuffing, but people call it dressing.
That's not right.
Well,
But why do they call it
I'm
dressing?
from West Virginia, so it's dressing.
You know, my grandmother, she's making the cornbread. She has the sage. She's doing all of those things for dressing.
Are you sure stuffing and dressing is not the same thing?
I'm positive.
My family will never give me the recipe. I've been trying to get them to give me the recipe forever. Every time I turn around, my mom be like, "No, babe, I'm gonna make you some." They say, "I make you a pan, and then you just go home and bake it." She will give me the recipe to save her life.
We're preparing for Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow.
Did you taste it? Take a little spoon in there.
It's the exact same.
Sarah is the one out of the three that seems to be very interested in the tradition. I want her to understand the importance of passing on traditions and recipes, and I want those things to last. This cornbread dressing, this has to always be at your Thanksgiving table. And you have to teach your children how to make it, because it's a family tradition.
Okay.
Okay? So it's simple. We made the cornbread 2 days ago, and see how hard it is and stale? That's what you want. So you let it sit out, and when you have children, you'll have to tell them not to eat it. See? We're gonna saute the celery and the onions. So I'm gonna let you do all of this. Do you want me to show you how to do one?
I think I'm gonna do it with the bigger knife.
Okay. And I like to cut mine in half, and then your claw. All right, instead of sawing, I want you to go down with one strong chop. Oh, wait. I didn't say to go fast.
How about I do the onions and you do the celery?
How about just Learn. Watch. No sawing, just up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, I get a little rubber spatula. How's it looking, Sarah?
I don't know what it's supposed to look like, but I think good.
So you saute them just enough, and then we're gonna add them to the cornbread. Yeah, isn't that satisfying? Kind of stale, right?
Yeah.
That's good. That means you've done the right thing. Don't worry about that, because we're gonna make it not stale in a minute. Make sure you get all the liquid and the butter. You can take a bite of it. Oh, this is Thanksgiving to me.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, we're gonna fill it to the top, so just keep going.
How come we don't have stuffing?
Because we have cornbread dressing. Dressing is what Southerners eat.
Does Dad's side of the family have?
They have stuffing, yep. They have bread stuffing. So then here is the turkey stock that we made.
You keep on putting more.
Okay, so now the butter.
Oh, this is my favorite part.
Imagine that. We're gonna keep it, it's gonna soak overnight. And then in the morning, we'll take it down to Rockville. All right, I think we have enough butter.
No, just one more in the middle.
No wonder you like this dish. Careful, careful, it's got liquid. Good work. My hope is that she will want to make that with me every Thanksgiving. I enjoyed making it with you, and I appreciate your help.
At Rockville, Sarah will plan a speech, and she will dedicate her Thanksgiving to a person. And that's usually the tearjerker.
This is my third year. The first year was Kate, the second year was my dad, and then the third year it will be my mom. And it's a surprise, so don't say anything. I just want it to be perfect. I know everything can't be perfect, but this has to be perfect. I'm kind of feeling really nervous that I'll like mess it up. This is why I practice it the night before I say it to my dog. This woman has pushed me across my limits as an incredible woman and role model. You like that? Is that good, Shorty? Say yes. It's good.
What's your favorite dessert?
Everything.
My dessert dish is my mom's sweet potato pie, which she would not give me the recipe to.
I don't think I've ever had a Thanksgiving without pumpkin pie.
We do sweet potato pies.
Sweet potato pies, those are pretty good too.
Thanksgiving will not be Thanksgiving unless I have my sweet potato pie.
I think it's pumpkin pie here and sweet potato here.
A sweet potato here and pumpkin here.
And I'll bring back the pumpkin here.
Now, I think Thanksgiving wouldn't be a Thanksgiving for me if there wasn't an apple pie and like butter pecan ice cream.
That's one of my favorites.
Then you got to heat it up. You got to make sure it's hot. So you put the vanilla ice cream on, it just go everywhere.
It's making me hungry.
A pavlova, it's a really delicate meringue dessert of meringue, fresh whipped cream, and then some sort of fruit on top to decorate.
Carrie Dawson is one of my dearest friends, and she's from Northern Ireland. But she was telling me the story on one night when she made pavlova for us, and she said, well, if it doesn't turn out, you just have an eaten mess. And I had no idea what she was talking about. And I said, well, you must teach me how to make that, and I would love for you to bring that to Thanksgiving. Mwah. Mwah. Yes, 2 kisses. I thought eaten mess meant like E-A-T-I-N-G, like eating mess.
No.
But it doesn't.
No, it's Eton like the school. It's a very famous boys' boarding school, and every year Eton plays Harrow in cricket. And the story goes a Labrador sat in a pavlova that they brought to the cricket match. And the boys ate it anyway, and they called it an eaten mess.
And it tastes the same.
It tastes the same. So I left these out to room temperature. Apparently it's harder to split them whenever they're at room temperature, but the meringue rises more, so. Like, no pressure, but don't get any egg yolk in the egg white.
Don't worry.
No?
I'm very nervous about it, though.
Are
It's
you?
not an easy thing to do.
You're very good at it. All right, so I'm gonna whisk this.
Okay. Whisk on medium?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it up a little tiny bit just to get lots of air in the egg whites. They're gonna raise up and they're gonna get stiff before we can add the sugar.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's it, look, there we go. All right,
Okay,
so
now.
we're gonna add the sugar.
Am I going too fast?
No, you're good. You're gonna put a teaspoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of white vinegar in. Well, this will thicken it up a little bit, and the vinegar makes it glossy.
Oh my gosh, it is really beautiful.
So if I was making a pavlova, I would take a lot of time putting this out really neatly in a circle. But for an eaten mess, because we're gonna crush the meringue, we can just
throw it on
throw
there.
it right
It's a
on
mess.
here. And yeah, it's a mess, so.
That's my kind of dessert.
We're gonna do it low and slow in the oven, so 300 degrees for just over an hour.
Exciting. Now we get to have more tea while we wait.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, so we're done. Normally the pavlova is gonna be crispy on the outside and a little marshmallowy on the inside. For the eaten mess, we're gonna just break this up, just layer it up with the meringue, the cream, and the fruit.
I think
Something
it's
light
a perfect
and-
dessert for Thanksgiving after all the heavy food.
Oh yeah,
right?
absolutely, yeah.
Mm.
Right. Cheers.
Cheers. Can't wait to eat this again on Thanksgiving when you bring it. Delicious. It's Thanksgiving Day and everybody tested negative for COVID, and I'm so looking forward to my favorite day of the year. Tree golf is a family tradition at Rockville. No pressure, your first tree golf tournament. All right, go for it. Oh! The rules are simple. You just have to hit a tree. But first, obviously, you have to hit the ball. Oh my God! 1, 2, 3, go! We're making it look pretty hard. Yes! I think your dad's pretty good. It's a good thing he's not here today. He would not be happy. John loves golf and Thanksgiving, but unfortunately he wasn't feeling well, so he is not coming today.
Easy. A little backswing and a follow through.
Oh boy. Okay, so golf is not your thing. That's okay. 1, 2, 3. Biscuit, no!
It's a hole in one.
Is that the one? She ate it. Oysters in the Low Country are a huge part of our culinary traditions. All right, girls, belly up to the oyster table. This creek holds a lot of really incredible shellfish.
Oh my gosh. I'm in heaven. I'll take that one.
Oysters and tree golf. Lots of good Thanksgiving traditions, and I just love it down here in Rockville. Oh my God, they're so good. And salty. They are delicious.
The turkey, I want the breast part, cut with fresh onions and some hot sauce, and put it on there.
I don't cook the turkey. My mom cooks the turkey.
I never cooked a turkey a day in my life, but I will buy it. I will not cook it.
Because I can go to Sam's and get a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah. Sometimes people make it, don't make it right so it can be dry, and I don't like no dry meat.
My turkey always has to be injected with a Creole butter.
Injected?
And deep fried. So you get that crispy skin.
Yes.
I love the skin. Does that sound crazy?
I can go with the skin on the fried turkey. I don't know so much on the oven baked turkey. It's neither for me.
So what about on your rotisserie chicken?
We're ready for turkey.
Oh gosh, that smells good. Have you smelled this? We don't have our resident expert carver. John Morey usually cuts the turkey and any other meat that we eat, but he's home with a tummy ache, not the COVID. We have the best Thanksgiving meal. We actually have the best family meals at every holiday, and that's primarily because Carrie does the lion's share of the cooking.
Please tell me, Lord, you have more flour. Emergency. Sarah, stop what you're doing and go run to Gigi's house and please get me some flour immediately.
Caroline, go get the flour! The biscuit queen forgot flour. Like, how does that even happen? How do you forget flour?
All right, my gravy is ready.
Biscuit, ready? I just want to start by giving thanks for and recognizing the people that can't be here, have chosen not to be here, and God, we thank you that we are all still healthy, and in this year that where so many people have lost their lives and loved ones, it's just a joy to be able to gather with one another and sit around a table and give thanks. And it's in your name we pray, amen.
Amen.
A little bit of cornbread.
I want everything, please.
I know you want everything.
Thank you. And then I need a little of the pole beans, please.
Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday, and this year I missed it.
Do you want a biscuit? We are missing the life of the party.
Yeah.
What are you thankful for, Dad?
Layla?
He's thankful for all of us, he says.
Aww.
But yeah, I'd love when everybody goes around and says what they're thankful for. And that's what I miss most.
What I'm most thankful for 2020 is that if we had to have COVID, it has brought a lot of blessings, and it's made you realize that you don't need as much as you think you need, and what's most important.
Oh, she's got a notebook. Oh my word.
Okay. I had to put a lot of thought into this one because he or she is incredible. This woman pushes me across my limits, is an incredible human and role model. Every time I need I love her 3 trillion times. It makes me want to be a better person every day. I could not be more grateful to have a mom like this, even though we make fun of you. Thank you, Mama.
Baby. It was really nice, a lovely surprise. Today has been perfect, minus Johnny not being here and my parents. But it's been great. A lot of gratitude.